What's up everyone? With the 2025 NHL Draft being only a few days away, I thought it would be fun to do a full first round mock draft. Let's get into it. With the first overall pick, I obviously have Matthew Schaefer going to the Islanders. He's mobile, he's good offensively, defensively, he has good size. The only thing I don't like is that we don't have a big sample size, although he was really good in the games he did play. With the second overall pick, I obviously have the San Jose Sharks drafting Michael Misa. They probably would want to go defense here, but Misa and Schaefer are in their own tier in my opinion. I like his skating, his hands, his shot, his playmaking. He's also very smart. He's always moving around in the offensive zone trying to find some open space. Him and Celebrini should do a very good 1-2 punch down the middle in the future. With the third overall pick, I have the Chicago Blackhawks drafting Anton Frundell out of Sweden. I like his two-way game and his shot. He probably has the best shot in the draft. And he would add a bit of size, being 6'1", 205 already, which wouldn't hurt since they have smaller guys like Bedard, Nazer, and Oliver Moore. With the fourth overall pick, I have the Utah Mammoth drafting Caleb Desnoyers out of the queue. I like his hockey IQ, his playmaking, his two-way game. I'm not sure he has the highest ceiling, but I do think he could be a very good second-line center. Him and Cooley could be a really good 1-2 punch down the middle in the future. With the fifth overall pick, I have the Nashville Predators drafting James Higgins. I like his skating, his hands, and his elite vision. This season, he finished a point per game at Boston College, which is good, but isn't on the level as a Celebrini or Fantilli. With the sixth overall pick, I have the Philadelphia Flyers drafting Jake O'Brien. At this point, Zegras is probably more a winger, and Luchenko is probably more a third-line center, so they get their first-line center to play with Michkov and O'Brien. He has good size at 6'2", but he's going to have to put some weight on. I like his elite vision, his two-way game, but I'm not the biggest fan of his shot. With the seventh overall pick, I have the Boston Bruins drafting Porter Martone. I think they would rather a center, but at this point, Martone is the best player available. I like his elite vision, he has a good shot, but his skating scares me, and for a big guy, I don't think he uses his body enough. With the eighth overall pick, I have the Seattle Kraken drafting Radim Murtka. He's a big 6'6" right-handed defenseman. He's actually a pretty good skater for his size. He's good defensively, and he even put up some good offensive numbers after joining Seattle in the WHL. With the ninth overall pick, I have the Buffalo Sabres drafting Roger McQueen. They already have smaller guys like Benson, Ostlund, and Helenius, so I think they might want to add a bit of size. McQueen is 6'5", he has a good shot, he's a good playmaker, and he's not afraid to use his body to go to the net. It also seems like his back injury might not be as serious as we thought. With the 10th overall pick, I have the Anaheim Ducks drafting Brady Martin. He's not the player with the highest ceiling, but he has some pretty good hands, and he hits everything on the ice. He's 6 feet tall, but he plays like he's 6'3", and I think he would fit perfectly into what Verbeek is trying to build in Anaheim. With the 11th overall pick, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins drafting Victor Eklund. He's only 5'11", but he has a great motor. He is good below the goal line and on the forecheck, and he has a lot of skill. With the 12th overall pick, I have the Pittsburgh Penguins drafting Jackson Smith. He has good size at 6'3", he's a good skater, and he has good offensive skills. He's also not bad defensively. With the 13th overall pick, I have the Detroit Red Wings drafting Keishon Aitchison. He's physical, he can jump up into play, he scored 26 goals this season, and I think he could be a great partner for Axel Sandin Pellikka. With the 14th overall pick, I have the Columbus Blue Jackets drafting Logan Hensler. He's a mobile right-handed defenseman. He can chip in offensively, he's pretty good defensively. He doesn't do anything amazing, but NHL GMs love their right-handed defensemen. With the 15th overall pick, I have the Vancouver Canucks drafting Carter Bear. He's not the biggest at 6 feet tall, but he has a really good motor and some pretty good skill. He's always battling, whether it's in front of the net or along the boards. With the 16th overall pick, I have the Montreal Canadiens drafting Lyndon Lakovic. He has a big frame at 6'4", and he has a lot of skill, but sometimes he takes the night off. With the 17th overall pick, I have the Montreal Canadiens drafting Justin Carbonneau from the queue. He's a good skater, he has a great shot, and has some physicality to his game. I feel like it's around here that the draft starts to fall off, so I'm going to go quickly through the rest of the picks. At 18, I have Calgary drafting Benjamin Kindle. At 19, I have St. Louis drafting Cameron Reed. At 20, I have Columbus drafting Malcolm Spence. At 21, I have Ottawa drafting Braden Coots. At 22, I have Philadelphia drafting Blake Fiddler. At 23, I have Nashville drafting Colin Potter. At 24, I have LA drafting Jack Murtagh. At 25, I have Chicago drafting Bill Zonin. At 26, I have Nashville drafting Sacha Boumedienne. At 27, I have Washington drafting Milton Gastron. At 28, I have Winnipeg drafting Jack Nesbitt. At 29, I have Carolina drafting Cole Rishney. At 30, I have San Jose drafting Henry Brustevich. At 31, I have Philadelphia drafting Vaclav Nestrasil. And at 32, I have Calgary drafting Riker Lee. So there you go. That was my 2025 NHL first round mock draft. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what your mock draft looks like, and I'll catch you all in another video. Thanks for watching.